The fight for equal rights for women is an issue of social justice. Women and parents find themselves voiceless when it comes to influencing the implementation of this agenda, while it stealthily spreads through society like a contagion, biding its time for the right moment and circumstances to unleash its impact. We need to make sure that we are able to see through the misleading and colorful entities in our society that is attempting to eradicate the fundamental rights of women in the name of equality and justice. We must be aware of the evil force at play. The satanic goal is to incite hostility, hate, and division among people in the name of freedom, equality, and discrimination. In societies as well as in people, this evil force stokes the flames of conflict, argument, and strife. It encourages people to reject humility before God by luring them with pride and a sense that they are more important than they really are. This, my friends, is evident as we have all witnessed. When these colorful people are approached or questioned, they will resist accepting facts or evidence that contradicts their agenda, leading to a breakdown in logical discourse. Frequently, you will find that these individuals exist in a state of perpetual anxiety, haunted by the specter of exposure. When they sense any potential threat to their web of deception, their reaction is often one of anger. The genesis of this phenomenon and the assignment of blame are complex questions, each with multifaceted answers. At the heart of it, there is an earnest belief among the individuals propagating these ideas. They often find themselves unwitting pawns in a larger societal struggle, one that seeks to sow discord and erode the very essence of women's rights and the family unit. This hidden agenda is goal-oriented, superseding their willingness to engage in a fair and intellectual debate. In some cases, when confronted with opposition, individuals resort to personal attacks, rather than addressing the issues logically. When we witness an argument, we see that these folks get irritated, frustrated, and hostile. The question we should be asking is, why? We must deeply question why this agenda is targeting women's rights, our children, and even the foundations of the family unit. What drives the urgency to erode rights of parents and of children and engage them in discussions that many find inappropriate? Why are controversial and explicit materials finding their way into educational systems without parental consent or oversight? And why do they plan for medical professionals to interact with underage children in ways that circumvent parental involvement? The ongoing discussion around whether or not these colorful males should be allowed access to women's restrooms and the dilution of women's rights in sports raises further issues regarding the drivers of these shifts in policy. We should not let biological males, regardless of what they feel or believe they are, to cross the line, oppress women, and thrust their diabolical agenda onto the rights of women. This is something we should not accept under any circumstances. Ultimately, this satanic agenda is to lead people away from God to the point where they reject Him completely, resulting in their eternal damnation, away from the path of righteousness. This involves tempting individuals to commit sinful acts and disregard God's guidance. We have a responsibility to foster an atmosphere that is welcoming to people of all backgrounds and is free from all forms of discrimination and harassment. Regardless of one's beliefs or ideology, every individual should engage with others authentically, with unwavering integrity. Whether you are male or female, the toxic emotions of hatred, anger, resentment, and disrespect should never be wielded as tools to advance a particular agenda. The absence of spirituality in our lives can lead to such issues. It's important to cultivate gratitude for our existence and engage in prayer and worship. We should also impart to our children the essential foundation of truth. The world is essentially a collective reflection of our hearts. When we transform what resides within us, the world around us will naturally undergo change. My name is Veritas. May peace be with you.